I'm Megan Monday, and welcome to our show. We have a very special guest joining us today. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Charles Darwin.
Thank you for having me here today.
Well, thank you very much for coming. We are so excited about your new book release.
Ah yes, my new book, On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am often referred to as the father of evolution. I went on a 5-year voyage around the world on the British ship, the HMS Beagle. I serve as a naturalist.
Ooh, very interesting. Could you tell us a little more about the voyage?
Our voyage began and ended in England. I got most of my research from the Galapagos Islands. I started making my theories about evolution by the means of natural selection.
Yes, and could you tell us a little bit about your natural selection theory?
Well, natural selection has 4 parts: overproduction, inherited variation, struggle to survive, and successful reproduction. Animals produce many offspring, but many of them will not survive to adulthood. These offspring inherit traits from both parents, making them similar but not identical to the parents. While growing up, the offspring will be challenged by their environment, making it hard to survive. Many of the offspring will not survive, but the remaining offspring will create the new generation.
And when did you collect your research to form your theory?
I collected my research on the HMS Beagle. We visited the Galapagos Islands. On the islands, I studied finches. I noticed that their beaks were slightly different from the ones in Europe. After the voyage, I spent about 20 more years studying evolution and natural selection. I also read 2 books to help with my studies.
What 2 books did you read, Mr. Darwin?
I read Principles of Geology by Charles Lyell and an essay of The Principle of Population by Thomas Malthus.
Why are your theories about evolution so important for the future?
I believe that my theories will open many doors for new discoveries about genetics and evolution.
I believe so too. What got you so interested about evolution? What inspired you to create natural selection?
After seeing the finches at the Galapagos, I wondered why they were different from the ones in Ecuador. Why did the finches have different beaks and live on different islands if they were the same species?
Oh yes, that is a good question to ponder. Thank you, Mr. Darwin, for coming to share the insight on your theories. That's all for today, folks. Join us next week for some more great news.